Yeah, coming to the next sum, we had solved the basic sum for the mean, and now coming to the third sum of the same exercise, that is 13.1, where there is a missing mean there, missing factor. The frequency is missed. See the number of children they have given, and one F has been added in the frequency tabular column. So let us see how to find that F factor, that is a missing frequency. Before going to that, let me read the sum what they have told. The following distribution shows the daily pocket allowance of the children for a locality. The mean pocket allowance is rupees 18. Find the missing frequency F. You are going to find the missing frequency for the following sum. Correct? Now let me write the daily pocket allowance what they have given. Coming to the third sum where we are finding the missing frequency. So daily pocket allowance Yeah. So what is the daily pocket allowance taken as? Let me take that as a class interval initially only. So let me indicate it as I. So what are the numbers? Let us, is it starting with? It is starting with 12, 11 and 13, 13 and 15, 15 and 18, 18 and 17, 17 and 19, 19, 21, 21, 23, 23 and 25. So this is the class interval, that is the daily pocket allowance given for the children. For how many children? What all the allowance they have given? Let me see to that. So what are the number of children we are going to take? It is the observation, repeated observation being done. So let us take it as Fi, that is the frequency. So what they have given? 7, 6, 9, 13F, then 5 and 4. Yes, this is the allowance. These are the children who had taken the daily pocket allowance, that is from 11 rupees to 13 rupees. It was 7 members of children were taken as 13 rupees to 15 rupees. It was 6. And coming similar way, coming to the last one, it is 23 rupees to 25 rupees was given for 4 children. In the mid, you do not have the frequency for 19 rupees to 21 rupees. How many children have got 19 rupees to 21 rupees as the daily allowance? We do not know. We need to find that. Correct? We need to find that. So what they have told, they have given you an int also. Mean pocket allowance. They have told mean pocket allowance. So they have given mean. So what is the mean they have given? It is 18 rupees. So one child should get 18 rupees as a pocket allowance. Each child should get 18 rupees as a pocket of allowance in daily wages. So these are the information given. So if you want to calculate the mean, what are the formula? X bar is equal to sigma Fi xi divided by sigma Fi. Or you can say it as summation of Fi xi divided by summation of Fi. So what is the next column we need to find? The next column is you are going to find the class mark. So what is the formula for finding the class mark? Class mark is given by lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So lower limit divided plus upper limit divided by 2. Now let me do it for the first sum. Lower limit is 11 and upper limit is 13. So 11 plus 13 is how much? 24. 24 divided by 12 is, 2 is 12. Correct? 24 divided by 2 is 12. Next, coming to the next one, 13 and 15. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 1 plus 1 is 2. So you have 28 as a number. 28 divided by 2 is how much? It is 14. So between 11 and 13 you have 12. Between 13 and 15 you have 14. Between 15 and 17 what is the number? 16. 17 and 19 it is 18. 19 and 21 it is 20. 21 to 23 it is 22. And 23 to 25 it is 24. Correct? let me write this up. 5 and 4. 5 and 4. Yeah. Now, what is the next column? What we need to find? The next column, what we need to find is Fi and Xi. Correct? So, the next one we need to find as Fi into Xi. What are the values? What is Fi? Where is Fi? Fi is here. Xi is here. So, 7 2s are 14 plus 1. So, 7 plus 1 is 7 1s are 7 plus 1 is 8. Then 6 4s are 24 to carry. 6 1s are 6 plus 2 is also 84. Then 9 into 16. 9 6 are 54. 5 carries. 9 1s are 9 plus 1 is 10 and then 4 it is 14. 144. Correct? 144. Then 18 and 13. Let me do it in the working column. So 18 and 13. 8 3s are 24. 4 to carry. 8 1s are 8 plus 2 is 10. 104 plus 1 into 13 is 13 itself. So it is 234. So it is 234. Then coming to the next one. F into 20 is 20F itself. Then 5 into 22 is 110. Then 4 into 24 is 96. Correct? So this is 110 and 96. Now, the tabular column is ready. All the terms what we wanted to find, everything is ready now. Next, what are we going to do? We are going to do the summation. Yes. Now we should do the summations. Summation of what? Summation of Fi. So what do you have here? The constant. F is the constant. So let me write plus F on the other side and keep it. So summation of Fi is 7 plus 6. So 7 plus 7 is 14. In that 1 minus you will get 13. 13 and 9. 13 plus 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. And this is 22. 22 plus 13 is 35. 35 plus 5 is 40. 40 plus 4 is 44. Correct? Yeah. Check it once. So 7 plus 6 is 7 plus 6 is 12. So 13. 13 plus 9 is 13 plus 9 is 22. 22 plus 13 is 35. 35 plus 5 is 40. 40 plus 4 is 44. So what is the sigma Fi you got? It is 44 plus F. Why it is F? F is the constant. So we are keeping F as it is. Then what is the next summation you need to do? The next summation is summation of Fi and Xi. Summation of Fi and Xi. So what is this? What is the constant you have? 20F. Let me write 20F as it is. Then now you are going to add. How many 4s you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 4s you have. 4 into 4 is 16. 16 plus 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12. And you added 16 plus 6. So it is 22. Correct? So it is 22. 2 carries. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 25. 25 plus 1 is 26. 26 plus 9. 26 plus 9. 26 plus 4 is 30. 30 plus 5 is 35. 5. 3 carry. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So you get 752 as the answer. 752 plus 20F is the answer. 752 and 20F is the answer. Now you are going to substitute in the formulae. You are going to substitute in the formula. Now let us substitute in the formula. So 18 is the mean what they have given. Yes, we have written. Next, what is the highest number you got? 752 plus 20f divided by 44 plus f. Correct? Now, you have to cross multiply. Now, what happens? It is 18 into 44 plus f is equal to 752 plus 20f. Okay, now 18 into 44. Let me do it in the working column. 18 into 44, 4 8s are 32, 2, 3 carry, 4 1s are 4 plus 3 is 7. Then 4 8s are again 32, 2, 3 carry, 7. 7, 8, 9, 7. So it is 792 plus 18f. You are going to multiply 18 inside the bracket and 752 plus 20f. Correct? So let me erase this working column. Do not get confused. Do it once and then cross check, children. Let me take the constants to the one side and the unknown to the another side. So what are the constants? 792 minus 752. When the plus comes to the another side, it is minus and 20f, and when 18 goes to the right hand side, it is minus 18f. Correct? Now 2 minus 2 is 0. In 9, 5 goes 4 times, and 7 minus 7 is also 0. 20 minus 18 is 2f. So what is the value of f you get? 40 divided by 2. So the value of f you get is 20. Is it clear? Now you got to know how to find the frequency when missing frequency when there is a mist in the frequency. Correct? Now coming to the next type of problem. What is the next type of problem you have? The next type of problem is, I have told you, in the fifth sum, there is the class interval missing. There is no continuation in the class interval, correct? So let me see how to solve that type of class interval. Yeah. Coming to the fifth question, see there. What is the class intervals given? 50 to 52, 53 to 55, 56 to 58, 59 to 61 and 62 to 64. There is no continuation in the numbers. Is there any continuation in the numbers? No, there is no continuation in the numbers. So let me write the class interval. So writing the class interval, it is 52, 52. These type of questions won't be asked, but let you people understand how to make this uncontinuous class interval as the continuous class interval. Okay. So this is an uncontinuous. So what is the difference? What is the difference here? You have, what is the difference between this upper limit to the next lower limit? You have 52 minus, that is 53 minus 52 is one difference you have, correct? Then coming to 55 and 56, you have 1. 58 and 59, one difference. 61 and 62, one difference you have. So the upper limit of the previous one and the lower limit of the next one, you have the difference of 1. So what we are going to do, we are going to add 0.5 to both the limits. Where you are going to add 0.5, here you are going, the first one. If you subtract 0.5 to the lower limit, what happens? 49.5 you get, correct? And then if you subtract the 0.5, if you now to the lower limit, you are going to subtract. For the lower limit, you are going to subtract 0.5. For the upper limit, you are going to add 0.5. Did you understand? For the lower limit, you are going to subtract 0.5. For the upper limit, you are going to add 0.5. Yes, now 52 was the previous class interval what they have given. Now I need to add 0.5 I've added 0.5. Now coming to the next lower limit, what I should do for the lower limit, I need to subtract 0.5. In 53, if I subtract 0.5, what happens? 52.5 I get. And in the upper limit, what should I do? I need to add 0.5. So 55 was the initial one. If I add 0.5, it is 55.5. So what will be the lower limit class interval for the next? You need to subtract 0.5, and for the upper limit you need to add 0.5. For the lower limit you are going to, what you are going to do? Subtract. For the lower limit, what you are going to do? You are going to subtract. See, now is it a continuous number? Yes, the frequency, the class interval is continuous. Correct? Now you can do the frequency, that is fi and xi and fx, and find out the mean. Did you understand how to make an uneven class interval as a perfect class interval, that is the continuous class interval? This is the method what you are going to. You need to see what is the difference between the upper limit and the next lower limit. If it is 2, then you are going to add 1 and 1 and you are going to subtract 1. For the lower limit, you are going to subtract 1. For the upper limit, you are going to add 1. Subtract 1, add 1. Subtract 1, add 1. If it is 3 differences there between these two, that is 1.5 you are going to subtract, 1.5 you are going to add. 1.5 you are going to subtract, 1.5 you are going to add. Like that. You are going to see the difference of the upper limit and the lower limit, and then do the subtraction to the lower limits and then do the addition for the upper limit. So you get a continuous class interval. This completes the topic of mean. Okay, I am going to say again, you have only one formula or only one method to find the mean. What is that method called as? It is the direct method. And what is the formula for the direct method? To find the mean, it is x bar is equal to summation of fi xi divided by summation of fi. If you are not able to remember in that way, since it is all based on MCQ question, they won't see whether you have written the formula or not. When they ask you to find the mean, then you can say the higher number divided by the lower number. The sum of highest number divided by the sum of lowest number gives you the mean. Did you understand the mean? So let us go to the next topic in the chapter. So the next topic in this chapter is about mode. What is mode? How did you find mode in an ungrouped data? How did you find the mode in the ungrouped data, children? You took numbers, correct? You took an uneven data. That is the continuation of numbers. You took the continuation number and you saw which number is being repeated the most, and you would have said that is the mode. Correct? Yes or no? Yes. So let me repeat that and then go to the next topic. Okay, let me repeat the ungrouped data and then you will go to the group data of the mode. So for the ungrouped data, now we are going to talk about what? Mode. Now we are going to talk about mode. So for an ungrouped data, how are you going to find out the mode? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if this is the ungrouped data, so which is the most repeated number? So it is 8, correct? 8 is the most repeated number. So the mode of the given frequency or the mode of the given sequence is 8. Correct? This is the way you analyze. This is the way you see. This is the way you interpret the mode of an ungrouped data. Now coming to the mode of a group data. How are you going to find out the mode for an ungrouped data? What are the things you need to remember? So, mode for an ungrouped data. Sorry, mode for a group data. So, for example, let me take a class interval. For group data, what should be, what is the identification? What are you going to see, whether it is a group data or an ungrouped data? The class interval should be there. If the class interval is there, then it is group data. If the class interval was not there, it is an ungrouped data. So now what is the first case? We need to see the class interval. So class interval can be represented as Ci also. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 15. So this is the class interval I have. Let me write the frequency distribution. So 7, 6, 9, 2, 4. Okay. Now, how are you going to find the mode? The mode is being found out by the maximum frequency. Which is the frequency? You are going to see only the frequency distribution table, only this table. Which is the highest number in this table? Which is the highest number? 9, correct? 9 is the highest number in the given table. So the number what you are getting, the highest, the maximum number, the maximum frequency what you are going to take is given, is called as model class. What is this model class? It is the maximum frequency. It is the maximum frequency. The model class, what is it saying? It is the maximum frequency. If this was 12, if the next frequency was 12, so which is the model class or the frequency? What is the which is the highest model class? What you are going to take? The model class what you were going to take is 12, which has highest frequency. That you are going to take it as the model class. Did you understand how to choose the model class? The choosing of model class to find the mode is very much important. So you are going to see the highest frequency. You are going to see the highest. If this was 17, 12 is greater than 17 or 17 is greater than 12. So 17 is greater than 12. So what is the highest, what is the model class? What you are going to choose? You are going to choose 17. Clear? So now it is 7 itself. Let me take it as 7 itself. So what is the highest, what is the model class? What you are going to take? It is the maximum frequency, that is 12. Clear about this? Now you have chosen the model frequency. Now what next? Next comes the formulae. Next comes the formulae to find the mode. What is the formula to find the mode? L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F2 minus F0. It is your choice, children. Inside the bracket, you can put F0 here and F2 here to make myself clear with the things. So I have taken 2F1 minus F2 minus F0. F0 you can take the same as. You can take F0 and you can make this as F2. It is your choice. Inside the bracket, plus minus multiplication, you can mix and match. Okay, but look to the signs. Now the formula is that is L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. You have so many unknown terms here. Yes, here it was very easy. You wanted the class mark and you need to multiply and the matter is finished. But here you have so many things. First you need to identify the model class. Yes, you have identified. Then what is this L? What is this F1, F0, F2 and what is that H? Let us see now. What is this L? L is the lower limit of model class. Whatever you have chosen the model class, model class na choose madidiro adrudu lower limit. Where will be the lower limit? It will always be on the left hand side of the class interval. So is 30 the lower limit or 40 the lower limit? 30 is the lower limit. So the class, and for the value of L, what does the small l indicate? The small l indicates the lower limit of the model class. Correct? Then what is this F1, F0, F2? Let us see. This F1. What is this F1? It is the frequency. It is the frequency of the model class. What is the frequency of the model class? This is F1. What is the F1? It is the frequency of which class, which model class you have taken? That one. DAL, sorry, DEL, not DAL. Model it is. DAL. Correct? So, the frequency of the model class. Whatever the frequency you have, whatever the model class you have chosen, that frequency is the model class frequency. Then, what is that F0? What is that F0? After 0, 1 comes, right? So, before 1, 0 is there. This is the F0 value. Correct? 0 admeletane 1 barada. So, 1 ginta munche 0 irbeku. So, F0 value is whatever the model class frequency you have, above that, whatever the frequencies are, that is F0. If you have chosen 7, if this was 17 and this was the highest model class you have, this is the highest frequency what you have in the given tabular column. So you are going to choose this as a model frequency. Now you do not have the F0 value. What will you do at that time? You are going to take it as 0. You are going to take it as 0. If this was 14 and this is the highest frequency you have and you have chosen this as the model class, you do not have the number below. At that time, you are going to take it as 0. I'll tell you why you should go below. I'll tell you. So, what is F0? It is the frequency of preceding model class. Preceding model class. Preceding andreno munche. Model class the frequency munche ya frequency ide adanna F0 anta kariತೀವಿ. So F0 is the frequency of the preceding model class. Then what is that F2? After 1 only, no, 2 comes. Correct? After 1 in a small kids you would have to learn 1, 2, 3. 0. Before 1, 0 was there, so this here. After 1 only 2 comes. So this is F2 value. Understood? This is F2 value. So 0, 1, 2. Okay, if you find 1, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ 0, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ 2. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. This is F0 value and this is it. So here I told you, if this was 14, if you had chosen this as the model class, you do not have the succeeding number. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ number ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗೇನಾದ್ರು choose ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, you are going to choose it as 0 itself. Clear? So what is this F2? What has been defined as? It is the frequency of preceding andre munde, preceding andre hinde, munde ke succeeding. Succeeding model class. Correct? Succeeding model class. Preceding is before, succeeding is after. So after F1, whatever number you have, that is the succeeding. Before F1, whatever the number you have, that is the preceding. So now I think you are clear with F0, F1 and F2 values. I am telling you F0, F0. First two class, model class na clear picture tagomidi. The highest frequency what you have, that is the model class. Then write F1. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ F0, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ F2 ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಂಬರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನಂಬರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 0 ಹಾಕೋದಷ್ಟೇ. Putting 0, that's all. No worries. And what is that L? What is that L? That is the lower limit of the model class. ಏನ್ model class now you have chosen, which model class you have chosen, that model class lower limit is the L value. Then everything is over. F1, F0. Okay, okay. Then you have H. H is missing. What is that H? H is the class size. Class size. What is H? It is the class size. Where will you get this class size? You will get this class size in the class interval. Correct? You have class. So class size is being chosen in class interval itself. How are you going to choose? The difference. The difference of the upper limit minus the lower limit. So now 10 minus 0 is 10 itself. 20 minus 10 is 10 itself. 30 minus 20 is 10 itself. 40 minus 30 is also 10 itself. 50 minus 40 is also 10. So the class size should be equal. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅನ್ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ಯೋರ್ syllabus. It is omitted. You will go, if you take mathematics as your study, in the future you will come to know how are you going to find it for unequal class size. You will leave that topic. Now what do you want? The class size should be equal. ಒಂದೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. So 10 minus 0, 20 minus 10, 30 minus 20, 40 minus 30, 50 minus 40, all should be 10. If it is 10, then what is the class size? Is also equal to 10. Now what is the formula? Upper limit minus lower limit. Class mark na mean al madodu. This is class mark, where it is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Class mark madhya number na find out madodu. But class size is seeing the difference, equal difference idya ilva. You are going to see whether there is an equal difference between the class interval or not. If it is there, then the class size is equal to all of them. Clear about this? I think the formula is clear for you. Now let me solve. No, there is nothing multiplication, nothing here. You are given a tabular column. Frequency is given. In that you are going to choose the highest frequency. You are going to name it as a class mark. You are going to name it as a model class. And in that you are going to see the lower limit, F1, upper, F0, down, F2, and you are going to see the class size. That's all. Then substitute in the formula. Now, mode for the given class interval. What is the lower limit here? 30 plus, open the bracket. Now, what is the value of F1? The value of F1 is 12. Then what is there? Minus. What is the value of F0? 9. Divided by 2 into F1. So it is 12. Minus. What is the value of F2? 4. What is the value of F0? 9. It is your choice, children. If you can take, here. You can take F2 in the middle, F0 in the afterwards. It is your choice. Okay? Since the formula is in the form of 2F1 minus F0 minus F2, we are going to write it in that way itself. If you are comfortable in writing F1 minus F2 minus F0, then also it is okay. Not an issue, but I have written ulta, I think so. Let me change this. This is here in the middle, you need to get F0 value, and in the side you need to get F2 value. And into with class size. What is the class size? What is the formula to find the class size? Upper limit minus lower limit. 10 minus 0, 20 minus 10, 30 minus 20, 40 minus 30, 50 minus 40. Everything is 10 into 10. Now, only solving this, that's all. 30 plus. In 12, 9 goes. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 3. Divided by 2 into 12 is 24. Minus is there. What you are going to do? Add and put the greater number sign. So 9 plus 4. After 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it is 13. Correct? And you have 10. 13 plus 3 divided by. Now, in 4, 3 goes 1 times. Into 1 goes 1 time. Into 10. Now, what you have? 30 plus. If you have multiplication, where will you multiply it? To the numerator or denominator? Will you multiply it for denominator? No, you are going to multiply it for numerator. So 10 into 30 is 10 into 3 is 30 divided by 11. Now what you are going to do? You are going to take LCM. Now if you are going to take LCM, what happens? Here it is 330. Since you keep 0 aside, 3 into 1 is 33. So 330 and you have 30. If you add it, you get 360 divided by 11. Now cross it with 11 ones are. 11 ones are 11, 11 threes are 33. You will be left with 3 and 30 is there. The 11 twos are 22 and you will be left with 8.80. You get 7. So what is the answer you get? 32.7 is the mode for the given frequency table. Did you understand how to find the mode? I think it is very easy. Once you come to know what is the formula to find the mode, then you are going to take the model class, that is the highest frequency in the given tabular column. Then you are going to take the lower frequency, F0, F1, F2. So first you find out F1, ಅದರ ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ F0 ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ, ಅದರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ F2 ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. That's all. Then if you analyze this, then you need to find H. What is the H? Class size. Subtract 40 minus 30, it is 10. 10 ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Simplification is also very important because in your question paper you will be having only the answer. ಬರೀ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇಂಕಿ ಪಿಂಕಿ ಬಾಂಕಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it is gone. I think the mode is clear for you. Let me take another example and end the class. Now, which sum shall I take? Shall I take the exercise sum or the example sum? Yeah, in the exercise 13.2, the first sum they have asked both mean and mode, correct? And they have used, let me read the question, that is exercise 13.2. The following table shows the average of the patients admitted in a hospital during a year. So ages and the number of patients they have given. The next question is find the mean and mode of the given data table above. Compare and interpret the two measures of central tendency. What is this word central tendency? Enidu hosa word central tendency. Central tendency is nothing but it is the combination or it is mode, mean and median. Find the central tendency for the given problem anta kelidre avaga neevu mode, mean and median, all the three you should find. If they ask find the mean and mode of the given frequency, that is central tendency, then you are going to find out that itself. What is this central tendency? It is finding mean, mode and median. You are going to find mean, mode and median. In the first sum, what they have asked you to find mean and mode for the given frequency is given frequency. Compare and interpret the two measures of central tendency. If in the first one you were only finding mean, correct? There you did not find any word like central tendency. Yaki central tendency in the kottila? Because central tendency is the combination of three: mean, mode and median. Ivaga neevu central tendency in the word kottidare antandre you should analyze that. You should find all the three. Or if they name only mean and mode, then you should find only mean and mode. And this mean and mode is all depending on the central tendency. If they ask find the mode and the mean for and measure the central tendency, then central tendency is nothing but these three. The 3 M's are central tendency. 3 M's are central tendency. Clear? Yes. Now coming to the problem. Coming to the first problem. See, all the others are same. One if I solve, all the others are same. Solve it. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. Next, we are going to deal with median. Okay, after the mode. Let me complete the sum. So, we are going to do with 13.2 exercise. First one, what they have already have read the sum. Now we are going to write it in a tabular column. That is age they have given in years. In years. What is that? 5 to 15. Then 15 to 25. 25 to 35. 35 to 45. 45 to 55. 55 to 65. So this is the class interval. Is it a continuous class interval? Check 15, 15, 25, 25, 35, 35, 45, 45, 55, 55. Yes, it is the continuous class interval. Next, Number of patients. Number of patients. So for 5 to 15, it is 6 patients, 11 patients, 21, 23, 14 and 5. Now, what is this combination is called as class interval. Let me name it as CI, and whatever the observation is done is taken as FI. Correct? Now, it is your choice. First, you can find mean and next mode or mode and then mean. Now, for me, let me find the mean first and then let me take mode or mode and mean. Whichever the combination, it is your choice, but we should do both of them. So, let me go step by step. First, we learned mean, so we will do mean. Now, what is the first thing you need to find out? You need to remember the formula of a mean. What is the formula of a mean? X bar is equal to summation of Fi xi divided by summation of Fi. So, now you have Fi. I want xi. I need to find xi. What is xi? It is the class mark. How are you going to find the class mark? It is lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2 or upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Anyhow, you need to add and divide it by 2. So, 5 plus 20, 15 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Then 15, 25. 15 and 25 is 20. 25 and 35, 30. 35, 45, 40. 45, 55, 50. 55 and 65 is 60. Yes. So, the class marks is ready for us. Next, what is the next tabular column? What you are going to find? It is Fi xi. You want summation, right? So, we are going to multiply. Now, 6 into 10 is 60. Then 11 into 20. So, let me keep 0. Then multiply 2 to 11. So, I get 220. Now, 21 and 30. Let me keep 0. Let me multiply 3 in 21. 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. Let me keep 0. 4 into 23. So, 4 3s are 12, 1 carry, 4 2s are 8, plus 1, 9. Next, let me keep 0. So, it is 5 4s are 20, 2 carry, 5 1s are 5 plus 2, it is 7. Next, 5, let me keep 0, 5, 6 are 30. Correct? Check once. So, you have initial zeros, okay. 2 into 11 is 12, 22. Then 3 into 21 is 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 4 3s are 12, 1 carry, 4 2s are 8, plus 1 9, 5 4s are 20, 2 carry, 5 1s are 5, plus 2 7, 6 5s are 30. Yes, everything is perfect. Now what we are going to do? We are going to find the summation of Fi and Xi. Fi and Xi. If I do the summation, what I get? Initially everything is 0. Let me put 0. Then coming to the tens place, 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 3. 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. 3, 1 carry. So 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20 plus 5 is 25. Then 25 plus 3 is 28. So what you get? 1830 is the summation of Fi and Xi. Please do cross check, children. So only I told you, understand the problem, do by yourself, then cross check whether my answer is correct or wrong. Okay, 0 done. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. 3, 1 carry. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. Plus 5 is 25. And 25 plus 3 is 28. Correct. Now I need to do the summation for sigma Fi. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. 2 carry. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So it is 80. Summation of Fi you get 80. Summation of Fi and Xi you get 2830. Now we are going to find mean. What is the formula of mean? Summation of Fi Xi divided by summation of Fi. The highest number divided by the least number. 0 0 cancel. 8 1s are 8. 8 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24, 8 4s are 32. So 8 3s are 24, you will be left with 43, correct? You will be left with 43, 8 5s are 40, 8 5s are 40. How much it was? It was 43 and you got 40. If you put point, it is 30. Correct? 30 in the sense it is 8 3s are 8 3s are 24. You will be left with 24. 30 and 24 it is 60 and 7. Next, this is the x bar. What you get? It is 35.37. It is 35.37 what you get. Now we are going to find out more. How are you going to find out more? Now we are going to see only with these two combination of tabular column. The highest frequency what you have here, it is 23. Highest frequency what you have, it is 23. So this is the model class. In the model class, coming to the first formula. Formula is what? L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2 F1 minus F2 minus F0 into H. Now L, what is L? This is the lower limit. Then what is F1? F1, what are the frequency you get? That is F1. F1, it is F0. F1 down you have F2. Okay. Then H, the difference. So 15 minus 5 is 10. 25 minus 15 is 10. 35 minus 25 is 10. 45 minus 35 is 10. 55 minus 45 is 10. 65 minus 45 is also 10. Now let me put it in the formula. So what is the formula? That is L plus F0. What is L? That is 35 plus F1 is how much? 23 minus F0 is how much? 21 divided by 2 times 23 minus F1 minus this is F2 is 14 into H is 10. Now 35 plus 23 minus 21 is 2 divided by 2 3s are 6, 6 and 2 2s are 4, 46 minus. So you are going to subtract in the sense subtract and put the add and put the greater number sign. So 1 plus 4 is 5 and 2 plus 1 is 3, 35 and you have 10. So next is 35 plus 2 into 10 is 20 divided by. So 6 only 5 1 and 4 and 4 3 goes 1. So it is 11 itself. Now you can cancel it here itself or you can take LCM and then cancel it as your choice. Let me cancel here itself. 11 ones are 11. You will be left with 9. If you put a point, it will be 90. 8s are 88. You will be left with 2. You will be left with 2. If after the decimal point, if one number is there, it is enough. So 35 plus 1 is 36.8. So what is the mode you get? It is 36.8 is the mode what you get. Now, what do you get in the mean and what do you get in the mode? That is the thing what you wanted, correct? In the mean, you are going to get the average. In the mean, you are going to get the average. Correct? In the mean, you are going to get the average and in the mode, you are going to get yeah, in the mean you are going to get the average and in the mode you are going to get the value. What is the perfect value? The perfect frequency you are going to get. Now coming to the next one. What they have told you need to interpret, compare and interpret they have told. Correct? Yeah. You need to interpret. So what is the mode give? What is the mean gives? Mean gives the maximum number. It gives the maximum number. So maximum number of patients are in 35 to 37. 37. The maximum number of patients are of age from 35.37. That is 35 age ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ patients ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Then what does this mean? The mode give you? Mode give you average. That is maximum. So it is average. Average is 36. 36 age persons also come and got admitted. So average is 36. Average is 36 and maximum number is 35. So what does the mean give you? Mean always gives you the maximum number and mode gives you the average. So I think today's class what we learned about the mean and mode is clear for you. The mean is there is only one method in your mean. You are going to learn the direct method. Direct method formula is x bar is equal to sigma fi xi divided by summation of fi. Then coming to the mode, here you are going to choose the maximum frequency. Maximum frequency andrenu frequency distribution table alli ee table alli ಜಾಸ್ತಿ number ಯಾವುದಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ maximum frequency ಅಂತೇವೆ. We are going to do it as a model class and then you are going to listen to be clear with the formula, that is L plus f1 minus f0 divided by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Okay, what is L? That is the lower limit of the model class. F1 is the frequency of the model class. Then F0 is the upper frequency of the model class. F2 is the lower frequency of the model class. And what is the class? What is the H? H is the class size. In the class interval, you are going to subtract the upper limit and minus the lower limit. When you do it, if you get a class size same, then H value is that one. Whatever the sum we have solved today, there the class size was 10. I think you are clear with the topics what we have done. So please do practice these sums what is there in the exercise and ask if you have any doubts. If you have any doubts, you can ask children. Thank you very much, children. Let us meet in the next class.